For the past couple of months, the UK press has been reinforcing the fact that immigration has caused more harm than good to the UK economy. In their opinion, immigration basically is to help the UK economy to cover up the shortage of occupation created by Brexit. However, they have the thought that for the past couple of years, immigration has definitely caused more harm than good. Now, one of such is this.
Good morning to you, Mike.
I make no apology for what I just said. I know that there will be people out there going, oh my God, what a terrible, awful, bigoted thing to say. But I think it's time we started to admit and started to say that actually immigration has ruined this country.
Well, look, the reality is...
Personally, one of the things I've learned in the media space is not to judge a particular news based on a fraction of the conversation. That's why later in this video I'm going to share with you the full details of the conversation I just listened to, what their thought is around immigrants in the United Kingdom, and basically what is the latest update in relation to UK immigration and visas in 2023. So if this is interesting, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. In my personal opinion, I think the UK Home Office and UK government generally, they're pushing or paying so much attention to a part of immigration and not putting the same energy into the other part of immigration. Now, if you look at one of the challenges or one of the most discussed issue faced by immigration or increase in net migration in the UK is the fact that it is not just focused on those that came into the UK legally. There are also people that came into the UK illegally that are also part of the issues the UK government is facing in relation to net migration. Now listen to the other part of the conversation I shared with you in the early part of this video.
Well, look, the reality is even the chair of the Office for Budget Responsibility has admitted that economically, on a per head basis, it hasn't helped the economy, the country, over the last 15 years or so. And that was, of course, one of the great lies. As you said, we were told that immigration was good for the economy, and we didn't. We've ended up
We're still being told that.
And we're still being told that. And the truth is, it is a lie. And the reality is, we've got over 5 million people of British citizens who are now on out-of-work benefits, whilst big business and the Westminster Wallies keep saying that we should be bringing in cheap, low-skilled labour from overseas. And that's on the basis of lawful immigration, leaving aside what we all know is a completely bust, out of control, illegal immigration. And look, if you're going to, if you've got genuine skill shortages and you want to welcome appropriate numbers to fill those skill shortages whilst you train your own, that's one thing. And those people can then be properly, in a sense, absorbed into the system and adopt and come into our culture and be part of that and want to be a part of that. But the reality is we've seen something completely different.
Yeah. Well, the story that we got yesterday, which came in after this show ended, after 13 years of Tory government, the asylum system is broken. £1.54 billion has been shelled out on asylum seekers' hotels under Rishi Sunak's watch. £7 million a day.
Yeah, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
It's absurd.
Now, this scenario is really simple. The UK government is spending billions of pounds to cater for illegal immigrants, and overstayers in the UK are also not significantly contributing to the UK economy. And I wish the swift and quick decisions and implementation the government is able to make on reducing net migration for people who are coming into the country legally, their decisions to stop international students from bringing in dependents just in a way for them to control their border. I wish they can also put in that same swift energy and implementation towards also managing their illegal immigration into the country. Now, many of their proposed measures have not been implemented for a couple of months. Some has even been on ground for years, but I haven't been able to put them into implementation. Now, so imagine how much it's costing the UK economy to fend for illegal immigrants, and this money is obviously coming from the taxpayers' money, which, mind you, is part of the money paid by people who are in this country legally on different categories. Now listen to what they have to say. They said it cost more than £20,000 a day to house 500 migrants on the BB Stockholm barrage in Portland Harbour, said the Times in April. That include £4,500 per day to birth aids plus £15,000 daily for catering fee. So this is how much the UK government is paying to take care of people who are coming to this country illegally, which is really ridiculous, honestly, because an average worker in the UK don't even make up to £90 per day. So just imagine how much they're spending to take care of people coming into the country illegally. And one of the things they've been saying is that, there's a plan in place to put people or transfer people who are coming into the UK illegally to Rwanda. However, they've not been able to implement this because of some legal issues, which is really understandable. Now listen, meanwhile, the controversial plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda has already cost the UK 140 million paid to the Rwandan government, said the BBC last month. It would cost a further estimated £13,000 per person to fly them to the African country. So to date, no asylum seeker has been flown from the UK to Rwanda, as the proposed scheme is still facing legal challenges. And that's really the reality. It's absolutely sad that the UK government is trying to do something to reduce the net migration, but it's not working. But instead, just to show that they are making progress, they decided to focus on people who are coming to the country legally, who are adding to the economy, who are paying their tax. Some of us are even paying more than what we should be paying as tax, but they're focusing so much on people who came into this country legally. Anyway, now, aside from people who are coming illegally, even for those who are overstaying, there hasn't been any strict measures being put into place. There are quite a number of people who are coming to this country who abandoned their studies and living illegally in this country, and they're walking on the streets free without any concern, which is one thing the UK government should also pay attention to, instead of focusing so much energy on those that came into the country legally. Now listen to one of the documentaries that happened, that was placed on air about a particular individual that came into the country for a student visa, but the purpose was not really to study. Just listen to what the documentary was all about.
More than 1 million people, including their families, have come to the UK on foreign student visas since January 2021. Not everyone goes home when their visa expires, including Danabal from India.
Was it always your intention that you wouldn't actually be a student? It was just a way of getting a visa?
This is the only reason for that. I just want to save my life.
But you didn't ever plan to be a student?
No.
Determined to get to the UK and stay, Danabal says his politics got him into trouble with the Indian police, so he paid an agency there £7,000 to arrange a university place in Britain. He ended up on a course in the north of England, but says he only stayed a month.
I just thought that, okay, this is the only way I can get through, but I didn't know about other options, so that's why I just used this.
We've met Danabal in Sheffield, but he moves around the country, his life undocumented, relying on cash-in-hand jobs to survive because his student visa has expired.
I'm doing garden cleaning today.
Garden cleaning?
Yeah.
And do they pay you?
No, they didn't pay me. They left this class today.
This is another visa overstayer, Suresh, also from India. He says he's been given clothes for doing someone's garden in London. He says he didn't even start his course in Wales. He spent 7 years just existing like this since his student visa ran out.
I don't want to continue studies. I don't want to go college. So that's why actually I tried many countries, not only UK. So suddenly I got visa from UK, so that's why I came.
The body which represents universities in the UK says targets set by the government for course completion and enrolment by international...
So my thought is, I think the UK government needs to really pay attention to the things they should pay attention to that would help with managing migration into the country, instead of further stopping people who are going to add to the economy from moving into the country. So this is my thought around this. If you have any contrary thoughts, or you don't agree with some of the things I said, please take to the comment section. Let's have a chat and just talk through of what is happening as regards to the UK immigration. And if you find this video resourceful, please click on the like button. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.